Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. For anyone new here, my name is Roger. I am designing and building my own mid-engine supercar. This is the current state of the car, and this is what we are trying to build, or something very close to this. The paint scheme may change slightly, but I do like the colors. So in the last video we were fitting headlights, trying to make the body match the headlights and contour nicely around them. I have finished doing that. You can see here some of the epoxy bodywork I was doing to blend in around this headlight. I have this one finished and it looks really nice, and this one over here is also finished and looking good. I was also working on body lines here, trying to get these corners to look nice. They had a big fillet or radius on the edge because of the carbon fiber. I filled those in with epoxy and sanded just a real small radius. So I have all of these edges here where the body panels meet up, fitting really nice. And we had these pieces, these grills or screens, cut in the last video, but I didn't have them mounted. They are now mounted, and you can see what they look like in the car. The biggest thing that I've been working on for the last few weeks are the radiators. I had some new radiators made, and I've been working installing those radiators. Okay, you can see the new radiators and fans here. I was able to use the existing bottom mounts, but I had to make new top mounts. They needed to be a little bit longer, and I had to lower the mounting point on the frame. This all worked out nice and looks good. I'm very happy with the new radiators. They fit the car, and it'll make the plumbing a lot easier. The plumbing's over here on the inside, so I've worked those custom shapes around to just miss the frame of the car. Currently what I'm working on right now is headlight mounts. You can see here a 3D printed mount that attaches to the headlight in the factory locations for the mounts. I removed the factory mounts and I bolted my custom mount to it, and it will bolt to the top of this radiator mount here. Because it's touching that radiator mount, I needed that to be a high temp material, so we're using a carbon fiber infused material. It's supposed to be good up to 240 degrees. Here are some of the pieces that I've made. I've been trying to get the angles and the heights perfect, so it took me 4 attempts to get it to where I'm happy with it. I just bolted each one of these up and then done some measuring and calculating, trying to figure out how to adjust it. Finally, the one here on the car is correct. I'm happy with it. That's the front mount, and this here is the rear mount. This will glue up to the fender underneath. There's a tab on the headlight itself that fits up in this little plus symbol here, and then the bottom half of the mount bolts on with these 2 fasteners, and that holds the headlight up high enough in the correct spot in the rear and keeps it forward, also applying forward pressure on it. But those 2 mounts combined should hold these headlights in and work nicely. They also are out of the way of the fender liner somewhat. I don't know if they're going to be a perfect clearance yet. I'm still working on the fender liners. I had a model made for them, but I needed to get these headlights installed and verify that it wasn't going to touch or almost touch anywhere, so I needed to modify that shape. So now that the radiators are finished, I can go ahead and start finishing the files for the fender liners, the inner fender liners. So now that we know that these mounts are correct and I'm happy with them, I just started the 3D printer printing those. So I'm printing the actual set that we'll use on the car for this left headlight. And then once I have those mounted and I'm happy that everything worked out correctly, I will mirror those and test fit them on the right side for the other headlight and see that they work the same as this. And then once they do, I'll print those out of carbon fiber also for the right side of the car. But just one step at a time until everything is verified, because the 2 sides of the car could be slightly different, and you know, just 20 or 30 thousandths difference makes a difference in the headlight fitting correctly or not. Some other things I've been working on. This washer fluid container here, I've been trying to figure out where to mount this. I didn't think I was going to be able to use it. I thought I was going to have to make my own custom container and use the pump and different sensors and things off of this one. I was down here playing with it one night and just happened to realize I could squeeze it up in there between this cross frame and the firewall of the car, and it would fit. So what I did was worked it up in there till I was happy with the location. I actually drilled a hole in the frame and I have it bolted here on this bottom hole. It's not attached. There's 2 holes at the top. I need to make a mount to attach it with, but those 3 bolts hold it in place. And when I remove the fenders and this tray here underneath the cowling so I can get to that area, I will work on the mount for the top of it and get that bolted in securely. Now, one thing I had to modify on this was the filler neck, and it actually was here. I had to cut it off because that neck location wasn't going to work at all. Now I will make a cap for this and glue it on and plug that hole up. I'll drill or cut a hole here in this tank and glue this neck on in that area here, so you can see how that's going to align with these other fluids here. And once that trim panel is made, all of these knobs should stick up through here, all these covers or caps, to where there are these 3 sticking through this cover, this trim cover. And I think that'll look nice. That should look like a factory planned location for all 3 of those being there in that one area. Now, one thing I did have to do to make those fit was there was some electrical panels here. I didn't like the look of them, and the location of them wasn't just great either. So I'll have to move those. Most likely they'll be vertical here on each side of this filler neck and in some kind of a box or container to make them waterproof, so when you're filling water in this neck here, you won't get it in these electrical panels. But we'll work that out once we start working on these trim panels. That'll be part of that trim panel. So that's something coming up in the near future. So one more thing I wanted to show you. I can't remember if I've shown this in a previous video, but I don't believe I did. When I had this last round of aluminum parts made, I had a replacement part made here for this one that's installed. I didn't like this one because the holes were small and the aluminum itself is really wide. It looked funny considering that the other ones look like this, where the holes are large and the metal is really narrow. So this piece here should match the look of the car much better. I've opened these holes up to where they have the narrow pieces of metal, narrow grid. And you can see here I have the word Phoenix. In the location, there's little holes that locate those letters. Like these here, you can see these across. So those will either glue in or heat stake in or something. Probably glue them or tape them when the car's finished. Also opened up the exhaust holes here quite a bit larger. This was clearance for a 3-inch pipe. And this one is clearance for a black carbon fiber tip to go on those exhausts. So they're a little bit larger. I think they're actually 4 inches, but just wanted to allow an area there for those carbon fiber tips. I think they will look better than just the tip of the muffler sticking out. So that's about it on the progress this week, or these last few weeks. It took me quite a while to rework these radiators and mounts and get all of that back in like it needed to be. But to be honest, I'm much happier with these radiators. They look cleaner, they fit better, and they, most importantly, work. The height was lower, so they work with the clearance for the headlights, which the headlights were hitting the other radiators. That is why we replaced them. And by lowering the radiator mounts on the top, it allowed me to make those headlight mounts and get those to work where they just bolt straight onto the top of that radiator mount. And that was a pretty clean look and easy to do. It's also a very secure, solid mount for those headlights. So really happy how that worked out. And I'll get these headlight mounts printed out of the carbon fiber material and bolted on the car here in the next few days. That should be finished and I can move on to something else. But guess that's going to be about it for this video, and I'll see you guys again in a few weeks.